it didn't work out on the rap side, then you transitioned to going to Source, man. Going to Source at that time, I remember seeing the magazines everywhere. Benzino was involved with that and everything. And you are correct. That was the multitude at that time of really every blog that we see on Instagram right now.
That would be everything. XXL, Rap Radar, small, but it would be everything that was on the internet now aggregating that was what the look of the Source was.
So, the 5 mics on the Source magazine, man. When they put these 5 mics out, that would be the main thing. I was young as hell when this was going on, so I couldn't really understand the magnitude as a kid. I used to just flip through the magazines. Putting them 5 mics together, did you have any part of that?
No. When I was working for the Source, first of all, I started out on the back of the Source because I was like, I guess you could say the mascot of Tommy Boy. At that time, Tommy Boy used to control the back cover. The back cover was iconic. Some of the best ads that have ever been done in hip-hop were done by a guy named Albie Lagusa, who was the marketing director at Tommy Boy. Shout to Albie, man. If you're out there, man, I need to speak to you. But, that was that. And then at some point, I had my own column in the back of the Source called Scoopology. But I was never involved in the 5 mics. Like, that was silly, man.
Fact.
Like, the selection to get to having a 5 mic album, you had to do a lot, man. Like, you had to be, every album that was a 5 album classic, when the record came out, is still a classic today. The Chronic, Ice Cube, Nas Illmatic, a bunch of different albums, Tribe Called Quest, a bunch of different albums that have come out that were 5 mic albums still exist today. Yeah.
Nah, you ain't lying, man. I remember it was heavy, and I remember a bar that Jadakiss, they said back in the day, the Source got people thinking they hot. It was a thing. Even Jeezy had said, I should have got 5 mics in the Source, but instead I got 5 bricks in the porch. Like, a lot of people don't really understand how iconic that Source magazine was, but I do remember that era and everything like that. So, I don't know, Benzino was the owner of the Source, right?
Pretty much, yeah. He was a dude named Dave Mays.
Yeah, I know he was a partner in it or something like that. And at that time, was Benzino, was he reachable, like to walk around and holler in the offices and dealing with them and stuff?
I dealt with Benzino like that, but he was available. The person that, when I was working there, it was a lady named Tracy. She was my direct contact to write the article and submit it. I've seen Benzino all the time, Made Man, all that from Boston and stuff like that, but I never interacted with Benzino at that time.
Gotcha.
More Dave Mays than anything.
Yeah, gotcha, man. Now, that Source was big. That was a big, heavy moment in the rap game for sure. I was tapped in on everything going on. And so, you was doing that. When did you kind of start going into DJing? Was that after that, or?
Well, no. I was performing and doing my thing, and the DJ thing has really only come around. When you say DJ, people think when you're on the mic at a radio station, you're a DJ. That doesn't make you a DJ. You're an air personality. But the DJing thing came for me about 3 years ago. I was in England performing, and I was walking out. So I'm a mic guy. I talk while the dude DJs.
Okay.
So when I was walking, so when you do that, you're at the mercy of whoever's DJing. If they're garbage, you're garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm walking out the club in England, and this young white woman says, "Fatman Scoop was shocking. He was rubbish tonight." And that's like the American equivalent. That nigga's trash, right? Oh. And I just said, if I'm gonna die, if I gotta do this, at least I'm gonna die my own way. And then I started DJing. I got with a dude named Sujit who owned Scam Agency, which is a agency for DJs. But I really wasn't comfortable. And I was trying to put a circle in a square, trying to DJ and then go to the club and not be comfortable and be lying and the equipment don't work or whatever. And one day I just said, you know something, if I'm gonna be a DJ, I gotta really be a DJ. You already know songs, you were there, you grew up with the music, you know the old music, just do it. And then when it started to make sense to me when I equated it to doing a show. And once I did that and I learned how to do it, the light came on and that was it. I was on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.